guys, welcome to another episode of Joe Knows. Today I'm coming at you from a little different setting, a little different backdrop. As you can see, I am here in Orlando, Florida, on my balcony at the beautiful Ritz-Carlton JW Marriott. We are on vacation. I brought my wife and daughters here for the week because they are all celebrating their birthday this week. So I thought it would be a nice getaway and also a very appropriate time for me to do a follow-up video on episode number 12 of Joe Knows, which was 3 ways to measure your recovery. I revealed 3 things that you guys can do to see if you are recovering properly from your workouts. And that video got a ton of positive feedback. You guys, a lot of you guys implemented the tips that I gave, and then I kind of knew this was going to happen. The natural follow-up is, what do you suggest I do to speed up the recovery process? The recovery method that you choose and what's going to be best for your current situation is going to be dependent on a couple of different factors. Number one, what workout are you recovering from? Or what are you recovering from? Is it just a strength training workout, a general weight room workout, or is it a sprint workout, or maybe it's a major competition? That is going to matter, and it's going to dictate the type of recovery methods that you choose. Also, going hand in hand with that, how much time do you have before your next workout and or competition? And what is that going to be? Are you preparing for just practice or a game or a major competition? That's going to matter.
What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
And then, of course, your resources. Do you have enough money to hire a qualified massage therapist or active release technique practitioner or another kind of soft tissue specialist? Do you have access to some of the equipment? Do you have access to a sled or a prowler to do a full body concentric only sled dragging workout? All those things are going to matter. And I know everybody's situation is different. So I wanted to make this video a little different. And what I decided to do was just give you guys one thing that every single one of you could do without any special equipment, without a training partner. All you need is yourself and 5 minutes, and you can implement this recovery technique, and it will work because I've been doing it for over a year now. It has worked for me, and it has helped every single athlete that I have recommended it to. All right, so I'm going to share that method with you guys now. All right, guys, so the first thing I want to get across is you want to think about the recovery process starting the second your workout ends. All right, so the second you finish the last rep of the last set of the last exercise and you put that weight down, the recovery process for the next workout has begun. So what we want to do, rule number 1, we want to get back to a parasympathetic dominant state as fast as possible. And when you think about your nervous system, you have sympathetic, which is responsible for the fight or flight kind of alert. When we're training during competition, that is the active part of the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system. And then the parasympathetic is the opposite. That is responsible for resting, digesting, recovering. And that is an anabolic state. That recovery state is a very anabolic state. So we want to get back into that state before we even leave the gym. So here's the routine I want you guys to do. And everybody could do this and you could do it anywhere. The second you're done, go into the corner of the gym, go into the locker room, find an alone space. If you could go somewhere where it's dark and quiet, even better. But as long as you just get away, and what I want you to do is lay flat. We want to get horizontal as quickly as possible. We're on our feet all day or we're sitting. We have low back stress. Our feet hurt, gravity pulling down on us. We want to get horizontal immediately. And then ideally, we want to elevate our feet a little bit above our heart. All right, so we're horizontal, laying flat, elevate the feet above the heart. And then I want to add one more thing to this. We're going to add box breathing because we want to slow down the breathing. Our heart rate is probably elevated because we just finished our workout or our competition. And what box breathing is basically a 1-1-1-1 ratio. So at this point, I have worked up to inhaling for 5 seconds. Then I hold for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, and then repeat. So each breath takes 20 seconds. So you can see we're only taking 3 breaths per minute. So obviously that is going to bring our heart rate back down. That's going to put me in a relaxed state in conjunction with lying flat and having the feet elevated. It makes a world of difference, and it makes a world of difference rather quickly. This whole routine, I do this for 5 minutes and feel like a different person when I'm done. You could go up to 10 minutes, you could go as little as 3 minutes. But again, I'll recommend telling you what I do: 5 minutes, lay flat, elevate the feet, box breathing, anywhere from 3-second boxes, so to speak, up to 10 seconds. Some could even do it longer. I had difficulty even doing a 5-second inhale. I had to actually work at that. I started with 3 seconds, but whatever you're comfortable with, we want to slow down that breathing. 5 minutes. Once that's over, then you could leave the gym, have your post-workout shake, eat your post-workout meal. And speaking of which, for those hardcore meatheads who are like, oh man, I gotta have my shake or my meal the second the workout is done. If you really believe in that 1 hour post-workout window of opportunity, where insulin sensitivity is increased and you have that window of opportunity, and you want to get as much good food and nutrients into your body as possible, I'm all for it. I still prefer to eat or have a shake within an hour of my workout as well. With that, I will tell you this: waiting 15 or 20 minutes at the end of your workout and doing this little routine first will have no ill effects on that post-workout meal. You're not missing your quote-unquote window. Trust me. You'll still be well within that hour or whatever you believe in. But by actually waiting that 15 or 20 minutes, you are going to increase the effectiveness of that post-workout meal, because being in a parasympathetic state is actually associated with better digestion. I talk to any nutritionist or registered dietitian, they'll all tell you to relax while you're eating, chew your food more. You don't want to be walking around coaching and eating while you're talking, swallowing your food whole like I did, the first half of my life. So getting into this parasympathetic state first is well worth the 10 or 15 minutes you might have to wait before having that shake or that meal. Trust me, you're going to get a lot more out of it. Worst thing you could do is hop in your car, heart rate elevated, sucking down your shake or trying to eat your meal while you're driving. You're having road rage. That's not going to do much for your recovery. You're going to be burping and farting and crapping the rest of the day because you didn't digest anything that you just put in your body. So I can't recommend this enough. Everybody could do it, guys. 5 minutes at the end of each workout makes a world of difference, regardless of who you are, what you're training for. Trust me, I've done it. I've recommended it to every single one of my athletes. Not one person has given me negative feedback from it. You will truly, truly see a difference, because we're starting with the central nervous system. That's the control center of it all. Way too many people just think about muscularly. How can I cut down on muscular soreness? When they're bypassing the control center, the nervous system. So now you are going to address that nervous system and get in the proper state the second you are done with each and every workout. All right, so That is it for today, guys. Speaking of parasympathetic, I'm going to go take a nap in the sun. I got a few days left here on vacation. I'll be back next week, hopefully well rested and well recovered from my deload week, and more tanned as well. So if you like this video, appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will be back next week with another episode of Joe Knows. Thanks for watching, guys.